Hey everybody, welcome back. We just finished Season 1 of Stranger Things, Chapter 8, The Upside Down. I see why everybody's raving. Bring on Season 2. Right now. And good news is she looked it up. They are making Season 2. I'm sure a lot of you guys already knew that. But I'm not ready for all the spoiler stuff on Season 2 yet. I still want to process Season 1. I'm just glad to hear they're making another one. And all the kids are back. Yay, Dustin survived. Though I swear that was their moment when he was going to go out to the cafeteria and get pudding. I thought, oh no, he's going to open the door and take a bullet. And they're going to do exactly what I asked them not to. And I'm going to be so mad. But no, all the kids survived. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That ending, though, I love the ending. It's really satisfying. I thought, wow, really? We only got away with losing Elle. But I'm not so sure we lost her. I think the sheriff obviously knows what's up. You know, yeah. The box in the woods, though, is curious. I do love they left with just enough mystery still, you know, setup of other mystery. I feel satisfied they solved all the important mysteries of Season 1. And I like this idea that young Will can kind of teleport between worlds at will, sort of. And I'm not even trying to make a Will joke. I don't know that he can control it.
So but, then it's not at will.
Right, but I mean, but he has, he doesn't have to create a portal, was more what I'm getting at.
He's got fucking parasites in him.
Yeah, baby, bring on part 2. And I got my wish, sort of. The government agents kind of got scanners, not quite as gruesomely, but still in a much satisfying fashion. Oh yeah, I definitely teared up though and started, crying a little bit when Elle sacrificed herself. That was so well done and just so sad. But really, actually, when they find Will and they're doing the CPR, I thought that was brilliant to use this episode to flash back to the sheriff's history and then to intercut the death of his daughter with the bringing back of Will. I thought that was really brilliant.
Yeah.
God, what else, man? There was so much good stuff in this one.
Actually, I was kind of hoping to see maybe a thing develop between the sheriff and Will's mom.
Yeah, and again,
because it kind of...
They didn't show it, but they didn't say it's not happened.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the sheriff would have to have some kind of connection to Will now, since he had that catharsis about his daughter and everything. So I think that would be cute. So maybe they'll play with that in Season 2. Maybe they just wanted to leave it open and see what people, people like us are like, hey, hook them up. And they'll hook them up. So that was cool. Steve. Damn it, Steve. Why can't you just be a douche? Like, he just had to come be a hero and, be 110% redeemed from what little douchery we thought he crossed the line and didn't. So I thought that was cool. And I actually thought it was cool that Nancy was still with him at the end. And I love how freaked out he was and how he was going to leave. And then she fucking pulled a gun on him. Like, get the fuck out. You don't know what's going on. But then he comes in and he's fucking hero, man. With the strobe light and the monster, all that shit was cool, dude. Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah. He was damn near indestructible, apparently.
Yeah, shit. I mean, she had to fucking particleize it, although at the same time, and not just with Will spitting up a pupil, but I'm like, they really did a pupa. What, isn't there a word like that for... What am I thinking? Yeah, no, as soon as I said pupil, that didn't sound right. I was just, moving
pupa,
on.
But that's more of a chrysalis stage.
Well, anyways, whatever. He's spitting up baby monsters.
Slugs.
Baby slugs. Which I guess is actually a tiny... There's so many throwbacks to 80s horror and sci-fi in here, and I think that might be a minor homage to... I just had it and I just lost it, and you aren't going to be able to help me. Night of the Creeps, which is a fantastic movie. That's one you might actually like. It might be just campy enough for you to enjoy, but it is pretty frightening too. Anyways, you're supposed to remind me, but I remembered. It's cool. I love the scene with Jonathan and Nancy setting all the traps for the monster. And again, her name being Nancy, and I've seen this in some other stuff in the series, but particularly here, it reminded me very much of Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. Not Nancy Drew. Nightmare on Elm Street, and the whole sequence with Johnny Depp. It's almost like Jonathan was a Johnny Depp that was paying attention instead of, watching bikini contests and getting sucked into his bed. But there was a whole thing at the end of Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you ever see the original Nightmare on Elm Street? I know you're not a big horror, but...
I've not seen any Nightmare on Elm Street.
That explains
or
it.
Friday the 13th or...
Okay, well anyways, Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole idea is at the end that she decides she's going to stand up against Freddy Krueger because she figures out she can bring him into the real world So, like, she booby traps her whole house with, like, a plan to lure him through the traps to kill him in our world. That's exactly what just happened there. Only by this point, her boyfriend, was Johnny Depp in his first ever role. So, and he was...
What year did Nightmare on Elm Street come out?
I want to say 84, but I'm bad with years, so it might have been a little bit earlier. It might have been 82, 83, something like that. That seems a wee bit early, though. It was, like, later in the franchise runs of everything.
Okay, so I was just wondering if... that could have actually been an inspiration for them since this is set in 98.3.
Right, and there are a lot of people watching horror movies, so maybe. Oh, and speaking of horror movies, the Byers house, or I guess was it the Byers house? Totally looks like the Evil Dead cabin outside. It's even got the chair on the swing, and they had like a reverse shot pulling away. But like, and I've even thought like Jonathan's car reminded me a lot of Ash's car.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, there's another little touch.
Was it the Delta?
Yeah, that sounds right. And and then clearly there are more monsters, because clearly that monster wasn't just eating people, it was using them to birth babies. And we even saw an eggshell, and I'm like, is a face hugger coming? And they were in the space suits. So I mean, they were clearly homaging Alien there. So that's my thing for season 2. If this was their Alien, let's make season 2 their Aliens. Let's get all badass with it. The whole town has to take up arms against an army of monsters kind of thing. But hopefully they'll weave a lot of the other shows in like they did in this one too, because there's just... It never feels like they're parroting or homaging anything too strongly, but if you're a fan of all that stuff from the 80s, there are all these little bits and pieces and hints where clearly they were influenced by those things.
Yeah.
But like I said, not more in that Tarantino way of like, just taking influence and making something new out of it, not in like a hey, let's just rehash anything that's happened. So don't misunderstand me. I love this show. So I'm surprised the sheriff actually did tell the bad men where the kids were. I figured he would have just sent them somewhere totally like on a wild goose chase to buy some time, but they knew they were supposed to be in that gymnasium. So luckily they were not.
Oh, maybe he just figured Elle would take care of them.
Maybe, yeah, perhaps. Oh my God, how cute though was the moment with Mike and Elle and the kiss and talking about can't be his sister and all that. And then not only was his kiss so awkward and adorable, but her reaction was just pretty pitch perfect. We were both just giggling like little schoolgirls over here. So. Check for portals. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but like thunder just rolled right there. Not that thunder is, I don't know. It's just one of those timing things. I thought it's funny. But yeah, man. God, there's so much. I feel like I'm missing a billion things too. By the way, I know a lot of you are like, talking about my hair flipping thing, but see what the problem is? I really need a haircut. Like, I keep feeling like that's falling down, and that's why I keep doing that.
It's like one hair.
I know, but it's just enough to like tickle me enough to think, But so there's your Stranger Things explained. Oh God, it's so good. Oh man, what are we missing though? Because I know there's a few other beats in this we're definitely missing. How in on it now is the sheriff? I'm anxious to find that.
Because I love the look of the sheriff's leaving the hospital and the car drives up and the men in suits get out and he doesn't even see them. He just stops. He's got this look of like, okay. Yep,
here we go. What now? Oh my God! And the kids, when Will wakes up and they all go in there, and then Dustin like pulls the other two off of him. It's like, get out of my way! I want to hug him too. That was so fun, and they're telling him everything that's happening.
Yeah, it's like God. Dustin does so much heavy lifting, figuratively and literally.
Yeah, I was noticing him carrying Elle. I'm like, damn! Like it looks like he's really doing it too. I don't think that was a trick or anything. So. Very, very cool stuff there.
Elle probably weighs all of about 60, 70 pounds.
Yeah, but I mean, he probably weighs not much more than that at that
No,
at that
he's
age.
The heaviest of the lot.
I know, but I mean, at that age, at that size, I don't know that, Anyways, I was impressed.
Mass does make a difference.
Okay, fair enough, but I was still impressed. Yeah, and then they bought Jonathan a new camera. Kind of called that one, but still, that was really sweet. But then it's like, damn it, Steve, we want to hate you. We want you to be a douche, but you're nice. What the fuck? Which again, we're joking around, but like that's a sign of us loving that, is that they totally played on that expectation and completely 180'd it, and I think that's brilliant. We're just having fun with the idea of we want to hate you, we're supposed to have somebody we can hate. Yeah. But no, it's very, very cool.
Actually, there's one thing that Why is it when people need to like draw blood on themselves, they cut the palm of their hand? That seems to me like the stupidest thing
Because you need
ever.
to hold the weapons and stuff.
You need your hands to do things. If you're going to do something, like cut your arm or something.
I was thinking about
Cut
that.
something that's going to be easy to stitch up and doesn't move around a lot.
Right, especially if you're trying to swing weapons and stuff like that or fire guns. So yeah, no, I'm with you on that. For a minute, I was like, maybe you cut a butt cheek, but then I was like, but if you need to sit down, that's gonna suck. Like I was trying to think what
your ass moves a lot.
Yeah, I know.
It flexes and.
Well, I like to think about my last name, so I don't know if that was weird. Yeah, they're used to it. Trust me. But yeah, Winona Ryder's really good. I love that the town like had. Oh, and I love too like it glossed over it, but when the kids were like telling Mike everything that happened, or Will everything that happened, and they did mention that girl that cried over him at the funeral. I thought that was cool. I love that they finish the campaign at the end of the series, and I love how meta that was, that these guys knew, because you remember all these episodes came out at once, so it wasn't like they were hearing feedback and then said, hey, let's do this joke at the end, but they were all like, wait, that was too short, wait, what about this question, what about that question, wait, this doesn't make sense, almost like they're expecting people watching the show to say the exact same thing. So I thought that was really, really clever in the ending. I hadn't
thought about it in those terms.
Right?
Okay.
Like, I just thought that was really freaking clever. I'm pretty sure that was their intent, to be a little meta there, just in case.
Possible.
Although I don't really feel unsatisfied with anything. There are some questions left, but the right kind of questions. Like, I feel everything we needed explained got explained, and just the right amount of stuff left unexplained was left unexplained.
Actually, I kind of feel like the sheriff... If any of you have been watching Wayward Pines...
Don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen it.
I have a feeling the sheriff in Stranger Things is in a very similar situation now to that sheriff in terms of he's basically having to keep the peace without people actually know what's going on.
Cool. I mean, that's definitely a show I want to watch, but, there's so much to watch.
I'm on season 1.
Oh, good for you.
It was good for me considering how much spare time I have.
I know. I was joking because I gave her crap. Like, I would have watched that with you. But I know, trust me, from experience, I know how difficult it is for us to watch series together. Unless we're watching it week to week. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But, it's just such a good show. And it's a little sad / heartwarming when Elle's sleeping tent thing was kind of put back up. And Mike just kind of gives it that longing look. And maybe they'll reunite over Eggos someday. We had to run to the grocery before watching these, and we went down to Frozen aisle. I was like, we should buy all these Eggos. If only we were doing a theme dinner. But yeah, man, just really, really good. Loved the series all the way through. So glad the soundtrack or at least volume 1 of the soundtrack dropped today. So as I'm filming this, so I'm gonna definitely be rocking that tonight. I'm just contemplating this show. Watch some other YouTubers' breakdowns and discussions. It's pretty much my plans. Then get ready for Crave tomorrow, which will be over by the time you see this. But yeah, guys, we loved it. We're glad we finally got to it. Glad nothing got spoiled. We loved it. Well, I mean, I'm speaking for her, but I know I absolutely loved it. I know she absolutely at least enjoyed it, if nothing else.
So I'm trying to puppet his head.
You should talk, and I'll do the...
Yeah, we really love the show. Sorry.
Hey, at least you're not trying to put your hand up where you would actually put it for a puppet. I'm not into that. TMI, guys. All right. So with that said and that expression on that beautiful face, let's do the little wrap-up thing here. You know what we do? We comment down below. Was I about to get punched? I'm not entirely... No, we comment down below. We geek out about this series. At this point, we're on the 8th episode, the final, so we can talk all we want to talk. Anything you want to say about this series, let's hear it. Let's geek out. Favorite parts, favorite episodes, favorite characters. Mine is Dustin, clearly. Just do it. Comment. Other than that, you can give us the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Give me the thumbs up of encouragement. Let me try not to block my light, because there's the money right there. And, encourage me to... Oh, wait, now I'm blocking your light. Damn it. Thumbs up of encouragement. There we go. That works. And, you can subscribe if you're new here, because we do all kinds of fun, nerdy, geeky stuff every single day here on the Eric Butts channel. And, of course, share with your friends, because I'm sure they're cool, because you're cool. You're here. You're watching this. We should all be getting cool and partying together. That's what we do. You want more? You want to help channel grow? Help channel grow. You want to help this channel grow and get more videos and stuff? Well, you can check out the link to Patreon down below. No pressure, just letting you know it's there. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna do some Stranger Things. No, I'm not. And we will see you guys later.